Hi, this is Rachel from North Madison Congregational Church with Tuesdays in the Garden. I'm here in beautiful Grafton, Vermont, and I just wanted to share with you, well, I got talked into sharing this with you, I'll be honest. So, I was here on the 4th of July, and we have a garden center, and we had a lot of leftover seeds from last season that we couldn't sell. So I mean, like thousands of different seeds, all kinds of wildflowers, some fruits and vegetables, things like that. So I brought them up here, and I was really excited. I sowed them all over this little rocky bank by the river here. It was kind of a hasty thing. I just kind of threw them all and just, you know, we'll see what comes up and what doesn't come up. Now we're back, Labor Day, and not one of them has come up. So it was kind of disappointing, but that's life in the garden, you know. You try things, you do things, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but you just keep rolling with the punches. So one thing I, did notice is the things that were already here and that are doing really well here. There are some wildflowers that are happy and healthy. You can see over there, there's some solidago, and let's see, there's some asters down by the river there, and all of these are really important late flowering plants. It's really important, not so much right now, there's a fair amount of bloom still happening, but as the season goes on, to make sure that your garden has late blooming plants for the pollinators. The bees, all of the pollinators, they need stuff at the end of the season, and we tend to, in our area, plant heavily for summer blooming plants, which is great, but we also need to remember the late season and early season, give them food. There's a couple things doing all right here that are thriving. There's a lot of kind of things that we might think of as weeds, but they're actually quite beautiful, and this is the proper setting for them. So it was just another lesson for me. It's something that I knew, but kind of, I don't know, was just trying something new, to put the right plant in the right place. I put a lot of seeds in this area that probably I kind of knew that they wouldn't do well, but this is just a reminder to make sure that you are choosing plants for the right amount of water, the right amount of sunlight, and clearly I didn't do that. I have 0 flowers that I planted, so but there are lots of beautiful, beautiful plants here that came up naturally, that we have to enjoy. If there's anything else. Oh, there was one flower that I wanted to mention.
There's a mullein right there, right?
Oh, that's what I was looking for. So this is a mullein. You can see some from, maybe that's not one from last year. This is a little baby guy. This is a really cool plant. I actually am going to harvest it because it is done for the season anyway. This is a really cool plant. It is used in lots of native indigenous communities as a fire starter. If you see, this is a very firm, hard stalk here, and what you do is, this is kind of a young one, but usually you get one that's a little bit taller, and you make a fireboard, just a piece of wood basically. There's a little more to it, but indigenous people would use mullein stalks as a fire starter. They, fire by friction. They twist it on that piece of wood, and it creates a lot of friction, and you get a coal and create fire. So there's a lot of really beautiful plants growing here that have lots to teach us, a lot we can really learn from them, and I definitely got my lesson today. So anyway, that's all I've got. Thank you very much. Have a good week.